Hi, Charles Moman here. Well, we got a van and we're going to do a conversion. Something new, and thanks for watching. Well, before I tell you just a little bit, just a sneak preview about what we're doing, I'd like you to meet my wife. What's going to be your role in this?
Advisor, maybe?
Technical advisor. She's got more mechanical skills than me. She says I have more than I think I have, and we'll see. But I did gain some confidence working on the little camper, doing some wiring and stuff. And adding fans and things on the top, so it did give me some confidence plus YouTube. So I just want to meet Susie. She's going to be helping me some, but we're not going to give you a bunch of details about our life, and you won't see us making coffee. Not making fun of you, that the van conversion people or the van life people that do, but that's just not going to be my style for this. My videos tend to be more how-to, factual, and so we're not going to try to do some funny bits. I don't think. We might squeeze something in now and then, but for the most part, you're here because you want to see how I'm doing this fan conversion. So there's Susie, and you have any final words about what I'm doing here?
It's raining.
It's raining. Okay.
Just dropped on my nose.
Alrighty. So there's Susie, and you'll see her now and then. You might think the world doesn't need another van build series, but I like documenting, and I want to do this anyway. And a lot of this won't be new. The only thing I think you're going to find that I'll be doing differently will be how I'm going to handle the electrical and the plumbing, because we are not going to be full-timers. We love our property here in southern Indiana. We like coming back home, but we are now doing longer and longer camping trips, especially dealing with photography, but just enjoying nature, national parks. And so what I'm doing is, a lot of my videos, I say they're for the average camper, and the average camper is someone who does weekend trips and occasionally a longer trip. But what I'm going to show you could apply to anybody. The way this is going to end up, a full-timer could do that, but I think the difference with what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a lot more open space in here because we are not cramming our entire lives in here. Plus we have the added benefit of the small camper will hold some clothes too. And I know what you're thinking is, if you're going to do this, why do you have the camper? The camper is going to be with us almost all the time. There'll be a rare occasion where I might be driving somewhere by myself. I'm into Milky Way photography, and I might head out to Utah, Colorado, or California by myself to do some filming. And there, it makes sense just to take this and not take the camper, because this will have a bed that can be set up, but most of the time it will not be set up. So, and with my build, I'm not going to have to worry about winterizing. So my plumbing is going to be quite simple, and you'll see that in even some full-time van people. And my electrical will be based both on shore power and on some lithium batteries that I'll be talking about as well. So my plan is, once I get going in a couple weeks, I hope so, I will have a weekly episode. Don't know which day yet, but I have a weekly episode. And then I plan on, during the week, every week, one or two, or who knows how many, just short, 1 minute, 2 minute little updates. Hey, just want you to know that here's what I'm doing, kind of thing. I will time stamp everything so you can skip to parts. There will be times where I'll do a Q&A during this, and maybe even a live Q&A. There will be a new website, and I haven't set that up yet, but a new website, a new Facebook page, and email, where you can email me questions. I guess you could say business inquiries, but I'm pretty much set with the businesses that I'm working with. I'm open to comments and tips from you. I will try not to be your life coach, and one of my pet peeves is people act like, well, when you do this, it's like the only way you can learn to be flexible and roll with the punches. So I'm going to not put drama in it. If something goes wrong, I'm just going to say it goes wrong and let me fix it. You know, I might say something didn't come in, so I'm going to go here. So in other words, I'm just going to try to keep it straightforward and simple, and usually the compliments I get from people are that I'm not rambling like I'm doing right now, but I'm down to the task of doing the review of this battery, or showing how to cut a hole in a roof to do a max air fan or something like that. There's nothing new under the sun, and so really nothing I'm going to do that's totally new. It just may be the way that I'm going to put it together and try to make this as simple as I can with the skills that I have, and we'll go from there. So let me go inside and show you just a rough idea of how I'm planning on doing this. And so let me just do a little walk around. This is a 2018 Ford Transit 250 long wheelbase, the 148. Wasn't interested in the extended. Parking is important to us. It's got the 2 windows in the back and then the driver and passenger windows. We are going to be probably adding bunk windows there. So we traded in my bright red F-150 that I really didn't use. So that's the exterior. Let me show you the inside. Inside here, what we're going to do is straight ahead, what you're seeing right there, that will be a wooden box. There'll be a wall right there where the blue tape is here. And that's going to be a wooden box, cushioned. There'll probably be a lagoon mount on the front of it somewhere there. And so you can use that as a work area with a small table on a lagoon mount. And then inside it will be a shower pan, and inside that will be a porta potty, which we already have. And then what'll be cool is I got this idea from a couple of different people. There'll be cabinets, of course, all along there. And in this cabinet that's going to be right above will be a shower curtain that will drop down, and so I can take a shower there, and it will have a drain going to a gray tank. And quite conveniently, right next to it will be a short countertop with our sink, so it can drain down into a gray tank as well. And if we're at a campground, I'll have a switch so we can dump it right there, but we'll make it pretty easy. I'll have like a 5-gallon plastic jug that'll have a submersible 12-volt motor in it, and we'll put warm water in it, and we'll take quick showers. And so that's how that's going to work. That next rectangle you see there will be a sofa, and it will have storage. You open the lid, storage underneath it, have a cushion front and back. And in the very back there'll be, and I'll talk more about it, but there'll be slide outs there. Right here will be another part of the kitchen area. There'll be a nice countertop in this rectangle area right here. And taking up a lot of the space will be a pretty large 12-volt fridge freezer. And I'll be showing you that. That's supposed to be coming in pretty soon. So we're going to have a nice empty aisle all the way down. Okay, let me go around the back. And in the first real episode, I'll be talking more about it, but by then I'm going to be bringing in cardboard mock-ups that I have. So here's going to be a long sofa, and so I could sleep on that if I wanted to. There's going to be a shorter sofa here. It's shorter because of the pretty large fridge freezer there. There will be 1 or 2 lagoon mounts on the facings of these, so we can move tables around, but I think we'll have 2 tables, 1 long one, 1 short one, depending on what we need to do. And then on the back of these short and long sofas, there'll be a pull-out drawer, not really long, I say 3 or 4 feet, and it can store various equipment. You see some blue tape up there where this is going to be a passive fan like we did in the Runaway Camper, and up there will be the MaxxAir 5100K reversible 10-speed fan that we have also in the camper. Well, there you go. It was going to be a short announcement, but I think you can tell I'm pretty excited. And one thing I did mention is I don't plan on putting any solar panels up on the top at all. What will be different about this build, I mentioned about I don't want to have to winterize, so I'm going to be doing water storage things and maybe a gray tank underneath. But the electrical is going to be based all around one company's products. And so I decided to reach out to just a few companies that I had either reviewed a product of theirs or I was very familiar with it. And so my main corporate partner is Ecoflow, and I already did a review of their Delta 1300 watt awesome lithium unit that recharges so much faster than the competition. And they got it to me in time to take to Colorado, our trip recently, our 2-week trip, and wow, it performed great. It actually can even run the 5,000 BTU air conditioner in my little camper for 5, 6, 7 hours, depending on the temperature. So a great unit, and as I said, the recharging is unbelievable. So I reached out and said, hey, I want to do this build without all the charge controllers, inverters, and a panel, all that. Nothing wrong with that, but I didn't want to take up space with that. I'd like to do what I've been doing with the camper, but I'd like to do it here in this van. And they really jumped on board in a big way, and so they actually have sent me a second Delta. I already had one of their panels that they sent, and so I now have 4 of their folding panels, 110 watt. And they're also going to be pretty soon sending me the R600 Max and the R600 Pro, along with all the modules, including a plug-in extra 1500 watt battery that goes with it, and a module where I could even plug into a third-party 100 amp hour or bigger batteries. And I don't think I'll need to do that, but you're going to be hearing about Ecoflow a lot because they really are helping me out a lot in this build, and I'll be doing some reviews of some other products as well that are involved in this. So that's my main corporate partner, and the ones that I have I'll be mentioning next time, and they end up with a sticker on the back of my van, and I will do short little reviews about what I'm using. That'll be like in between weekly episodes. I'll be doing some reviews like that. So there you go. There'll be a lot more coming next time on that first episode. I probably won't have anything really built. I might start with just some simple sound deadening and a few things like that I'll show you. But I'll show you with the cardboard mock-ups our thoughts. And when I do that episode, I'm open to suggestions. I mean, I'd say I'm 75% set on what we're going to do, but that seems to change daily, and I need to stop watching. As I said, I need to stop watching those YouTube videos and get out of decision paralysis, which is a big problem for people doing the van build. Well, there's enough, and I hope you enjoyed this, and come on back and subscribe if you'd like to. Thanks for watching.